What is informing? Informing is the act of advising families of newly Medicaid-eligible children about healthcare and support services within the EPSDT Care for Kids program. EPSDT is Medicaid's early periodic screening, diagnosis, and treatment program. Our informing story begins with Deja and her mother, Ashley. Deja is newly enrolled in Medicaid. Her mom does not know about all the services available to her daughter. Newly enrolled Medicaid children qualify for informing services. Agency staff can provide Ashley information about resources that Deja may need and assist her with referrals to those resources. These services will help Deja stay healthy. Deja is like many of the children who you will see in your office every day. Clients in your service area who are newly enrolled in Medicaid receive informing services. Monthly and daily Medicaid eligibility files will automatically load these clients into TAV. Here is a screenshot of an informing list in TAV. You will run your initial informing filter to generate your informing list. This list needs to be generated at least once a month. Informing is a monthly process. Medicaid sends the eligibility file to TAV. Medicaid's newly eligibility file tells agencies which families in their service area are to receive the informing services. TAV creates a contact file and the informing bundle, so it shows up in your agency's pool to begin your workflow. Agency staff will use this information to contact families so they can tell them about the EPSDT medical and dental services available to their family. This contact with the family is called informing. Your goal in the informing process is to talk directly with the family. Informing a family may be a three-step process: the initial inform follow-up attempts, and inform completion. The informing process is only complete when you have had verbal discussion about EPSDT services with the family. The following slides will describe each of the three steps in detail. The first step in the informing process is to send an informing letter or packet to the family that provides basic information about the EPSDT program. The packet may include several pieces of information, including the EPSDT brochure. Most importantly, it will include a letter from your agency. In the letter, you are asking the family to contact you about their child's medical and dental health care needs. Document the initial inform in TAV. Now let's mail an informing letter and EPSDT packet to Deja's mom. Here is a sample initial informing letter your agency may send. Great! Deja's mom, Ashley, got your information packet in the mail. Your packet is full of information about the EPSDT program. Ashley may read the information in your letter and call you to get more details, or she may do nothing. So what happens when the family does not contact you? Don't give up. It's common for people to need a nudge. Sometimes the informing process takes additional attempts to reach the family. The next step in the informing process is to follow up on your initial contact with Ashley. Remember, your goal is to talk directly with the family. So, after you send the information in the mail, give the family a call. If you do not get an answer, it is fine to leave a message or voicemail. These attempts to reach the family are called inform follow-ups. Document each inform follow-up in TAV. Let's go to the next slide to learn more about informed follow-ups. As you learned in the previous slide, informed follow-ups can be made by attempting to reach the family by phone. At least 2 phone attempts must be made. Since schedules or work hours may vary, you must call families at various times of the day, morning and afternoon. Be sure to document the exact time you tried to reach the family in TAV. What happens when families do not have a telephone? Informed follow-ups can also be done by attempting to reach a family during a home visit or a clinic visit. You can make several attempts to reach families. Informed follow-ups are required to be made by the end of the following month that the client's informing activity was assigned in TAV. If you are unable to reach a family by phone or face-to-face, you must send a written follow-up letter to encourage the family to contact the agency or provide the family's contact information so that agency staff can reach them. For families with a phone number, an initial inform letter followed by another written communication without attempts to reach the family by phone or face-to-face does not meet the standard for a payable service. You will learn more about billing for informing services later in this training. All this talk about unsuccessful attempts. What happens when a family does answer the phone? Let's move on to the final step of the informing process, inform completions. It is important to complete the informing process so that you are sure families understand information about EPSDT services and how you can help them with referrals to needed resources. Your conversation with the family can include a variety of topics depending on the needs of the family. Completing the informing process allows you to educate them about EPSDT services. You are there to answer their questions and to provide support. Completing the informing process helps empower families to make decisions about healthcare. Families have a desire to help their children stay healthy, but many need guidance, education, and your support to make it happen. Document informed completions in TAV. Here are some topics you may want to include when talking with the family. Here is a sample call transcript you may wish to use. Hello, Ms. Johnson. This is Megan from the Care for Kids program at the Health Department. Care for Kids is a service offered to you and your child, Deja, through her Medicaid coverage. You may have received a packet about our program in the mail recently. That packet explained your child's medical and dental coverage, as well as a schedule of her medical and dental checkups, and information about the importance of regular medical and dental care. Does your child have a regular medical provider? Would you like me to mail you a list of medical providers that accept Medicaid? You do not need to let Medicaid know of your choice of medical provider. Do you need the number for Medicaid? 1-800-338-8366. In addition, you may receive information from one of Iowa's Medicaid managed care organizations. Most Medicaid members will be assigned to an MCO. You may change to a different MCO if needed within a specific time frame set by Iowa Medicaid. When was the last time Deja was seen by a medical doctor? Has Deja been in for well child visit recently? Or do you have an appointment scheduled? Regular checkups are important. They allow your doctor to offer you and Deja the best possible care and treat conditions or illnesses quickly. When she is older, these visits will be important for camps, school activities, and work. Are Deja's shots up to date? It looks like she may be getting ready to go to school. During her well child exam, she may receive a screening for lead, her immunizations will be brought up to date, and she will have a physical exam which may include a screening for her hearing and development. With her Medicaid coverage, she is also eligible for an eye exam and glasses if needed. Do you have any questions for me about well child visits? Does Deja have any current health concerns? Are you concerned about her development or behavior? Do you have any questions for me, Ms. Johnson? I also want to be sure Deja receives the dental coverage she needs. Does she have a regular dentist? When was her last dental visit? How often do you take Deja to the dentist? Her Medicaid coverage allows a cleaning and checkup every 6 months. It is recommended children see a dentist by 1 year of age. You do not need to let Medicaid know of your choice of dental provider. If you do not have a dentist, I can send you a list of dentists that accept Medicaid if you want help making an appointment. I can connect you with your local iSmile coordinator. Do you have any issues with transportation to and from medical or dental appointments? We can link you with a transportation provider. Do you have any questions or concerns for me? We want to be sure Deja is ready for school in every way and that she has every opportunity she needs to be healthy and successful. It has been great talking with you today. I will mail you the list of doctors and dentists, so you should receive those soon. When you are ready, we can help schedule appointments if needed. Please call us if you ever have any questions or concerns. Thanks for your time and have a great day. In the ideal scenario, you have been able to contact a family on the phone or face-to-face, and you are able to complete the informing process. Document the inform completion in tab as a successful inform complete. In some cases, you have made contact with a family who is not interested in EPSDT services. You may choose to release ownership of this family based on your agency's protocols. Document the inform completion as a successful inform complete in tab and note that the family has refused services. Let's take a closer look at documentation of the informing process. All documentation must be entered into tab. Specific information about documentation in tab can be found in the tab user manual for child and adolescent health located in the tab library. The inform initial fields are used to document the mailing of the initial informing letter packet to the family of a Medicaid newly eligible client. Time in and time out are optional fields. Please refer to the tab user manual for child and adolescent health for instructions on how to mass update initial informed services. Document the initial informed services for each newly eligible child in the family. Documentation for the initial inform must be entered into tab by the end of the following month that the informing activities were assigned. The inform follow-up fields are used to document unsuccessful attempts to reach a family to complete an informing service. Exact time of day that a follow-up call is made is required. Timeout is an optional field. Document the informed follow-up services for each newly eligible child in the family. Your agency should have protocols to describe how to handle families that cannot be reached. A second letter must be sent. Options may include retaining the client in the agency home or releasing ownership of the client. The inform complete fields are used to document the verbal discussion with the family explaining the EPSDT services. The service provider field will be a drop-down menu. Time in and time out are optional fields. Document the inform completion for each newly eligible child in the family. As you know, the payment for the informing process includes initial inform follow-up, and inform completion. Earlier in the training, you learned that not all informing services are completed. Sometimes you are unable to reach a family by phone or face-to-face, and sometimes the family is not interested in EPSDT services. These are still payable as an informing service as long as you made at least 2 phone attempts and, if unsuccessful, followed with a second letter. In these instances, you have made a good faith attempt to complete the process. If you do not attempt to reach the family on the phone or face-to-face, you have not provided a payable service. Sometimes phone numbers for the family are not included in the Medicaid download into TAV. For these families, agencies should continue to attempt to locate the family's phone number through other local resources. If a phone number cannot be found, a second letter must be sent and documented as an informed follow-up. For families with no phone number, this constitutes a billable informing service. You are about to take a short quiz. After you complete the quiz, the informing module will be complete. All children enrolled in Medicaid qualify for informing services. A, true, B, false. False. Only children newly enrolled in Medicaid are eligible for informing services. Informing is a process that must be provided A, once a month, B, twice a month, C, once a year. A, once a month. Your goal in the informing process is to mail a packet of information to the family. A, true, B, false. False. Your goal in the informing process is to speak directly to the family about EPSDT services. The goal of the informing process is to A, provide the initial inform, B, provide the inform follow-up, C, achieve inform completion, D, mail a letter. C, achieve inform completion. Deja's mom, Ashley, received your informing packet in the mail. She did not call you. What do you want to do next? A, call Ashley to explain the EPSDT program over the phone. B, talk to Ashley about EPSDT face-to-face during a clinic visit. C, talk to Ashley about EPSDT face-to-face during a home visit. D, wait until next month and send Ashley another informing packet. A or B, B, D, C, A, B, or C, D, A. A, B, or C. Document each informed follow-up attempt in TAV for each newly eligible child. A, true, B, false. A, true. The informing process is considered complete upon leaving a phone message explaining the EPSDT program. A, true, B, false. False. The informing process is only complete when you have had a verbal discussion about EPSDT services with the family. All documentation for the initial inform must be entered into TAV by the end of the following month that the informing activities were assigned. A, true, B, false. A, true. When you provide an informing service to a family with more than one child, payment is per child. A, true, B, false. False. Informing is a family service. Payment is made per family, not per child. Payment for the informing service covers the entire three-step process. A, true, B, false. A, true. Thank you for your participation in this training. You can return to this module anytime you would like to refresh your knowledge about informing. Remember, you can print out the slides from this module. You can print out the resources you saw in these slides. You can click these links for additional learning opportunities about informing, EPSDT, and the Care for Kids program. Thank you.